Hi Leos, thanks for joining me for the Rock and Roll Tarot Psychic reading for the month of March of 2020. This is for Leo Sun, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. I'm Vickieverlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I have over 30 years experience doing readings. I also create decks and books and other things, one of which we'll be using today as a Rock and Roll Tarot deck as for the main portion of our reading. Then we are going to also pull a card from my other deck, the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. I offer a third bonus card from for my Patreon level 2 people, and this month it's going to be from the Mystical Wisdom deck by Gay Guthrie and Josephine Wall. I do Psychic Tarot and Psychic Astrology, and this is again for our Leo friends for the month of March of 2020. The cards have been thoroughly shuffled in between. Now I'm just going to do a loose shuffle in order to let Spirit sort of pull the cards out that want to come out for the reading. For Leo, this is for Leo. This is for Leo, 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 Oh, baby, now we gotta go. I know that's not the correct lyrics, but that's what's coming through. I do often get, let's see, put these two like this. I do often get lyrics in the form of messages from my guides, from being a lifelong musician, and I know a lot of musical people who have passed on who may be my guides now, but it's just a language that they know I speak. I always have gotten music as a, as a way of communication. This is a big month for everybody too because of the Aries ingress. Whenever we have a cardinal sign ingress, which is Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, it's always a change of season. For the majority of the people watching, it's going to be we're moving into spring. It's the spring will spring. Spring will sprung. They always say spring has sprung. Well, spring is springing in March for many people. And no matter where you're at in the world, it's definitely like a change of season. So, yeah, that's going to be going on. I actually am offering a special reading on that too. If you want to find out about that, you can watch it on my website. But let's look at the cards here. Let's look at what's going on. Now, we do have two court cards. They're kings. Now, just because they're showing as kings does not mean that they are necessarily male energies. It could be female. It could be anybody. This one is you, male or female. This would be you. This is the fire sign person. This is the Leo, the Aries, or the Sagittarius, and it's you. It could also be talking about as we're moving into the fire sign time, the fire sign, the Aries ingress, which I was just talking about, which is going to occur like on the 19th or 20th, depending on where you're at. But this is you as the king. Now, kings are further along on their path. They're not pages, they're not knights, they're kings. They have more experience in life. They've seen more, they know more. They're more mature in their dealings. They don't behave in childish ways. Now, Leos, you guys are great. You can be very childlike, which is awesome. Being childlike is very awesome. That's having an open heart and everything. But there's a difference between childlike and childish, Childlike, having an open heart, that's a beautiful thing. But childish is like being, immature and things like that. So this is not what's happening here. This first card is Eight of Rods in reverse. Eight of Rods is like go, 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 do. I'm hearing where fools rush in, What is that? Something where danger goes where fools rush in, or something like that. But at any rate, it's talking about let's not rush in. Now that you're older and wiser, you can look back and you can see where maybe that's gotten you into trouble in the past, or maybe that didn't go so well for you when where you were younger. Now you also have the Emperor standing next to you, or the Emperor's kind of got your back here. That says seasoned, and that's true too, but I thought when I first looked at it, I thought I saw a seaside. So maybe some of you are doing something the seaside, or by the shore or near the sea. That may be something that's going on for some people. The Emperor is definitely going to help you, and again, doesn't have to be a male. It's just the person of authority, the person who's in charge. So This person is there and is very favorable. And they're with you. They're helping you. They may even be this person. It could be the same one, you know. There's a a King of Cups also in the picture here who is very favorable. Another thing that's interesting is in the month of March, we're moving from water to fire. We've got water and fire here. So I could say like this is an ongoing thing through the entire month. But this is definitely some other person as well. It does represent that. Potentially a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Potentially somebody who's coming in earlier here. In the earlier part while we're still in water before the ingress, before the Aries ingress. This Three of Pentacles is there's like building. Some of you might be building a house or something like that. Seaside, maybe you're building a beach house or something like that. Some of you, you know, maybe going there and working on your craft. Maybe you're going to rent like a beach house and you're going to write your novel, or, you know, do something seaside with this. The word tools really stands out to me. Allow that to happen too. If a word stands out to you, then allow that. I feel like this is in reverse too, this card of moving on or traveling. These are both in reverse, so we don't want to rush into anything right now, Leo. That's what it feels like to me. I believe that Mercury's retrograde for part of the month too, still maybe. It doesn't matter if it is or it's not. The cards are saying, let's not rush into anything. Let's look things over. Let's not go too quick. Maybe it needs a little more polishing. Maybe it needs a little more work. Maybe this person's going to come in and help you. It's saying again, I know you want to go fast, but strength in reverse is saying we got to slow down here. We got to have strength and patience. If you rush in too fast, it could cause a lot of conflicts and stress that you might not want to engage in. The timing will be right. It's going to be more towards the fire sign time, more later in the month. You'll know when the timing's right. There'll be signs from the universe, and other people are showing up at this time to help bring it along. And then the stress will be gone. If you're dealing with a bunch of stress trying to get this thing out there, then it's not, the timing's not right. We got to slow down a little bit. We got to put on the brakes. We got to let it mature, is what they're telling me. We got to let it come to maturity. We got to let it come to its, you know, no wine before it's time, or there's something about, there was an old saying about we'll pick no grape before it's time, or something like that. But that's what they're conveying here. They're like, everything is going to come in its old time. People have to show up and get on board to help you, and that's going to be a big factor also. The right team. Yeah. Before we do the next card, let me get a drink of water real quick. The right team has to be in place. Yeah. All right, I'm going to shuffle up, and we're going to get the Animal Totem card for our Leo friends. Don't forget to check out my website. I have books and decks and t-shirts and custom astrology art and just all kinds of really cool stuff there. So, and if you want to get that reading or any other reading, that's also available there. So let me shuffle up for our Leo friends for March of 2020. Leo, 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 Leo. Oh, baby, now we gotta go. Keep hearing that. It's Louie Louie, of course, but I keep hearing it with Leo, Leo. Sheep. The sheep is definitely about staying calm and, you know, being real centered and not, you know, rushing around like craziness here. Okay, Lamb of God, take away the sins of the world. Sacrifice, vulnerability, innocence, humility, stillness, peace, quiet, pastoral life. Prophetic dreams reveal ancient knowledge. Another thing about the sheep energy is they go in a pack. You know, you don't usually see a sheep off by itself. You know, the sheep work as a group. There's a group mentality, there's a group consciousness involved with the sheep energy. And that's what you've got to embrace here. I know, Leos, you want to be all bold and independent, and that's your jam, and that's who you are, and that's cool. But in this case, in this instance, there's many things telling us to slow down here and let's not rush. Take your time. Wait for the right team to show up. Gather your forces, gather your team, and then you can achieve everything that you're wanting to achieve. Okay? Okay, Leos, well, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check out my website. You can find above or detailed links below. Also, if you want to hit the subscribe button, it's over there on the right. I want to thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, everything you do, purchasing my wares. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of March and a great Aries ingress, and I'll speak to you soon. Oh, level 2 people will be shuffling up for the next portion. So if you are, you can head to Patreon and get the next bonus card. Okay, thanks everyone.